Great to see you again for another Tools to Life Personal Freedom Revolution Challenge video, day 21. We are really doing fantastic. You are moving past your blocks that are holding you back from what are you resolved to be? You're resolved to be your personal best. I also have to take a moment and just say thank you, because we always have to acknowledge the attitude of gratitude. As I always tell you, everything that's positive that you want to grow in your life starts from the fertile ground of gratitude. Remember your grateful list. Say it morning and night and repeat it out loud and really feel it and really get enthusiastic about it, because you got to have the attitude of gratitude. Now, talking about moving past our blocks, there are lots of things that hold us back, but there's some things that are just the way they are. There are reasons why we don't do the things that we know that we should do. I mean, after all, it's raining out, it's snowing out, there's lots of bad traffic, the dog ate the homework. There's always reasons why things don't get done. I mean, it's not your fault if you have a dog and you didn't feed it on time, right? And God, it wanted to eat homework. Would dogs really eat homework? Interesting. Why do we come up with these reasons to tell people why we aren't doing the things that we know that we should? Worse than that, why do we tell ourselves that these reasons are real? It's almost like we call them reasons because that makes them have legitimate definitions. It's like you could look them up in the dictionary and find a definition and it's legitimate. This is what it means. Oh, if it's raining out, it means that I'm late. If this is that, it means that. We find all these reasons. Another way to look at it is we're justifying why things are the way they are. I mean, think about a reason why we don't exercise. I don't have time. I'm very, very busy. I mean, you can use that same reason for why you're not spending enough time in your relationship, why you're not having date night, or really spending time with the people that you should be, because you don't have time. That's a reason. It also justifies it. All these reasons and justifications, there's another name for them all, and we know what that name is. But when we call it that, then we realize that maybe there really isn't any reason other than the fact that we are making up reasons. And what is that? That's right, excuses. Now, part of the foundation, I call them the golden rules in tools, is no excuses, no excuses. And since we've been moving past so many of our blocks, the interesting thing about excuses, it has nothing to do with Freud or your background or what happened to you as a child or anything else. Excuses come purely from you. You're the one who gives them the legitimate weight that they have. You're the one who gives them energy. You're the one who creates them, and you're the one who is using them not to have the life that you want to have. You got to make up your mind. Do you want to live a life full of excuses? Because if you want to, that's fine. It's your life. But for every excuse that you have, there's a result that you don't have. You want to keep making excuses, you're not going to get the results. When you stop making excuses, you get the results. You get a better body, better relationships, better financing, better attitude. There's no excuse for anything other than the excuses that you give. Just like there's no definition of you other than the definition you give yourself. Definitions, excuses, these are blocks that we create. Now, a definition, we could have created that through a lifetime, and that's a little bit harder to work through. Excuses isn't that hard. You just have to really make a decision. Stop the excuses and get the results. So remember, no excuses, no excuses. And we're going to go on to some very powerful stuff. We're going to talk about cognitive psychology and Aaron Beck. Then I'm going to go into why you need to talk to yourself. Then we're going to talk about triggers and how we can recognize when we're having an emotional response and how to shift it. And that's really, really exciting, because that's really going to give you a lot of power to really create the results you want. And then we're going to look at your questions. So keep sending them in. And then we're going to get into the commitment tool, how to make that commitment. And hopefully you have moved past so many blocks by the time we get to that commitment that you are ready to commit and you are ready to equal out into the success that you want in your life. Very exciting stuff. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. No excuses.